This is going to be the final addition to what I had planned for my Tekken 7 Bob series. In this one, we're going to cover just a few unique interactions Bob has that you can explore a bit more. Not going to go through his entire move list. These are just some other important things I think you should watch out for and try to use. So, without further ado, let us look at some of these. So this is a new move that, well, not a new move. This was buffed heavily for Season 3. So this is Bob's forward 3+4. And this move used to be, I think, just -3. And if you see on my indicator, Fang is recovering and crouching. So it used to be -3, but it forced them to go crouching. So it was okay. In this season, it is 0 and goes crouching. Another thing that's really good about it is it'll hit OTG like that. So you can use it to hit people on the ground as well. This is a great move if you just want to check what they're doing when they're getting up, because on top of giving you an advantage, it'll also still spike them if they're on the ground or trying to do something. So definitely check this move out. I think the only weakness is that it can be a little linear. So, ooh, I got tagged there. Believe you should be able to sidestep this, or you can at least roll it when you're on the ground. But definitely check those out. But it's still very, very useful. Next move. This is his up forward 1+2. And this move is super good. For one thing, it beats lows. So if I went for a low, because of that hop, he can go over it. I'm not going to worry too much about timing it right now. But because it has low crush, this is one of his really good options for pressure. It's also incredibly safe, and you can do ball mix-ups by either making yourself go backwards, or you can get the stance options by running forward. With the backwards one, it can be pretty hard to chase him down because of how much space he generates. And forward, if they're really respecting you, you can go for something else. The other two options he has from it is that kick, which can be stepped. Oh, terrible. Or the kick, the kick can be stepped, but also ducked is the important thing. And the other move is his mid-belly bop. So you have a little bit of a mix-up there. So overall, this is something you should definitely apply a bit. It's good for pressure. It's good for checking what they're doing. It's a good whiff punish also. Next one. This is one of Bob's only normal hit launchers. That is his down back 1+2. And it actually goes pretty far and has a little bit of evasion. But overall, this move isn't super great. If you need a really long-range launcher, it's pretty useful, but it is extremely slow to start up. You see it has 18 frames of startup at least. So that's something to keep in mind. However, still useful to have a normal hit launcher. Next move. This is his sidestep 1+2. This move is very good. For one thing, you see how safe it is. Although it's -5, I recover in crouching. So there's no way I can punish him for that. It wall splats as well. Knocks him back a really far distance. This move is very good. Because of how it's made, you can evade a lot of stuff after maybe ending even like only -1 or 2. So very, very useful move to have. Last move I have on this recording list is forward 2. This move is very good. It's just good for advancing pressure. Although you're essentially giving up your turn, if you space it like that, you see how hard it is for them to punish you when you're at max distance. Like that, my jab just whiffs. Ooh. Very good move to have. Although it's pretty negative and it's quite linear, it's still a good move to have. It can serve as part of his mix-up from crouch dash, because it's a pretty safe and rewarding mid, way more rewarding than Bob's while standing 4. So that can be something good to have. Let's see other things. I'm going to switch the sides really quick, just so I can show one more thing. Okay, now I'm on Bob also. Excellent. Bob's Power Crush, this move. This has a bit of evasion. It has a bit of high evasion, meaning that it can beat some jabs and other high moves when it's starting up. If you see how he crouches down, you can see how this would work. But I'm going to set the AI to show you what it's like. Alright. Whoa! Didn't quite evade the whole thing there. My timing was bad, but you see how he almost gets over it. Oh, that still tagged him. Anyways, another good move just to have in your pocket. Other than that, Bob still has like quite a bit of moves. His move list isn't a very small one. But largely, you won't need too many of these. Some of them are very situational, like this Hammer Fist one. This one's good for spiking people, and it allows you to go for a mix-up, but aside from that, not super useful. You won't see that too much. Take a quick look at some others. That string. I've never seen someone use more than just the poke. I like using this poke. I think this poke is a pretty decent poke. While it's -7, you can use it from a good distance, and it's not too bad. Same with the down forward 4. This one, you see it's -9, but also still a very good distance. While this is a bit slower, still serves its purpose as a decent ranged mid poke. Other than that, I'd say definitely play around with Bob's move list, because there's a lot of other cool things that I didn't cover here in my video series. Some you might find more use than others. If you really like using a move, I'd say there's nothing wrong with it. He's got a bunch of crazy moves also, so experiment. Play around a bit. Last thing I will cover are some resources. Going to check my time real quick. Nice, we're at 7 minutes. I'm going to cover some other useful resources that you should have. So Twitter tech is always kind of useful. People post a bunch of videos on Twitter. Here's one which apparently Geese can just duck one of Bob's strings. That is a high mid string. That's cool. Don't use that string against Geese. We have other videos here with just tech for using different Bob moves against different characters. Here's anti-Bob stuff, how you can beat his little up forward hop mix up right here. Pretty useful. Good defensive stuff for Bob players. For the new character just released also. Look at that. He can beat that mix-up on reaction. That's super important stuff to have. Anyways, Twitter. Great place to go to for some quick snippets and help you need. Some people I suggest following. Above Humans, pretty good. He posts a lot of various tech. Bunch of tech for different characters. You can go to his YouTube channel really quick as well. He's got lots of Bob stuff. Here's one of his latest videos is punishing new characters' entire move list. Here you go, 8 minutes, all the tech info you could want. Super useful. He also has a really good Bob combo video. Here we go. This one's really nice. It's very optimized combos from each launcher. This is one reason I don't cover combos in my videos, because I feel that a lot of other people do it better. So definitely take a look at some of this stuff if you want optimized combos. Legendary Mihawk, I didn't pull him up. But he also makes a lot of videos, but he doesn't update them very frequently. If we search for Bob on his channel, here it was 2 years ago was when he did the Bob video. So these could have changed quite a bit. So that's just something to know. He has notation in his videos, which is super nice also though. So that's pretty useful. So we have those people you can check out for. TJ Bob, this guy creates a lot of resources. Here is a full visual on Fakuran moves and Bob punishes. Incredibly useful. Has them on impact, block, and punish. Super useful. Super useful. Again, I suggest checking him out as well. If you are very nerdy about the stats, this stuff is super useful. Other people you should check out, Blasted Salami. He does a lot of stuff, not all Bob specific, but here is a Bob specific Season 3 changes video that he covers. Covers some of the basics of the character. Oh, here, I think this... We're going to lower the volume real quick. I'm pretty sure this evades. Oh, there it is.
Bob also has one of the best power crushes around with forward 1+2. This is fast and evades highs.
Look at that. You saw it evaded the high? That's good. Anyways, check out Blasted Salami if you want some stuff like that. Frame Whisperer, I think, puts out some of the more interesting Bob stuff that I watched. This stuff is very formative. It's 2 hours long for his How to Play Bob video, but it is extremely useful. This covers practically everything you'd want to know about the character. Both Frame Whisperer and Legendary Mihawk are also on the Wave Dash podcast that Blasted Salami hosts. There they are. Both great guys. This is a good podcast if you just want to learn a little bit more about general stuff in Tekken. Aside from that, don't have anything else to say for now. I'm going to get this clipped and uploaded as an addendum, basically part 5 of the series so far. Thank you again for watching. I hope you learned a lot about Bob. We're just going to close up shop here now. All right, thank you.